In 334 BC, a young Alexander, only 21 years old and newly crowned king of Macedonia, embarked on an ambitious campaign to conquer the vast Persian Empire. Leading his relatively small but highly trained army, Alexander set his sights on one of history's greatest empires. The odds seemed overwhelmingly against him, yet through superior military strategy and his unmatched courage, he achieved two significant victories early in the campaign: the Battle of the Granicus River and the Battle of Issus. These triumphs secured Persian territories west of the Euphrates River and set the stage for a final confrontation with King Darius III of Persia. Hearing that Darius had assembled a massive army at Gaugamela, near modern Mosul in Iraq, Alexander made a direct march to meet his foe. Darius had carefully chosen this battleground, open and flat terrain designed to maximize his army's advantage in numbers and chariot warfare. The Persian force, estimated to be between 50,000 and 80,000 strong, consisted of infantry from Syria and Babylonia, cavalry from Armenia and Central Asia, 200 scythed chariots, and even war elephants. In contrast, Alexander's forces were considerably smaller, possibly outnumbered 2 to 1. His army was arranged with Thracian and Thessalian cavalry on the left under Parmenion, a phalanx of Macedonian veterans at the center, and Alexander himself leading the elite companion cavalry and hypaspists on the right flank. The battle began with Alexander's bold maneuver on the right, drawing the Persian army out of formation. Darius responded by shifting troops from his center to outflank Alexander's forces. However, this move played into Alexander's hands. It was a calculated ploy to weaken the Persian center. As the Persians moved to counter Alexander's feint, he launched a decisive cavalry charge straight into the weakened center, supported by the Macedonian phalanx. The sudden assault caused panic among the Persian ranks, forcing Darius to flee, leaving his army in disarray. Despite the collapse of the Persian center, Alexander's left wing, under Parmenion, was in serious jeopardy. Persian cavalry had broken through, but instead of exploiting the breach, they looted the Greek camp. Parmenion sent an urgent plea for help. Alexander abandoned his pursuit of Darius, regrouped, and led a ferocious charge to rescue his embattled left wing. The fighting was intense, and Alexander lost 60 of his elite companions. Finally, with Darius fleeing and the Persian army collapsing, the remaining enemy forces turned and fled, resulting in a complete Macedonian victory. The Battle of Gaugamela marked the decisive end of Persian power. Ancient sources claim that Alexander lost only a few hundred men, while the Persians suffered thousands of casualties. With the Persian army shattered, the road to Babylon lay open. Alexander entered the city in triumph, greeted by Persian officials who recognized him as the new ruler. He then moved to Susa, where he formally claimed the Persian throne. Despite his desire to be seen as a liberator and legitimate successor to Darius, Alexander ordered the ceremonial capital of Persepolis to be looted and burned. a symbolic act of retribution for Persia's earlier invasion of Greece and the destruction of Athens in 480 BC. After sacking Persepolis, Alexander continued his pursuit of Darius, who had fled to Ecbatana. However, Darius was betrayed and killed by his own governor, Bessus, before Alexander could capture him. Bessus declared himself the new king, but Alexander sought to avenge Darius's murder, ensuring the fallen king received a royal burial in Persepolis. With the Persian Empire now effectively under his control, Alexander paused to consolidate his rule. He appointed viceroys, many of whom were Persian nobles loyal to him, to govern the provinces. He also allowed Greek soldiers who wished to return home to do so. But Alexander's ambition drove him onward. He resumed his march east to hunt down Bessus, subdue the remaining eastern provinces, and reach the farthest edges of the known world. This remarkable campaign not only marked the fall of the Persian Empire, but also solidified Alexander's legacy as one of history's greatest military leaders. His conquests reshaped the ancient world and spread Hellenistic culture far beyond Greece's borders. Alexander's story continues to inspire awe, a testament to the enduring impact of his extraordinary ambition and strategic brilliance.